Alright guys, got the pieces made up here and it fits really good. So I'm getting ready to weld this here. I just want to double check. I gotta probably pull it out here a tad, so I'll tack the bottom and then I will adjust this just a hair up here. I gotta pull it out this way just a tad, and that'll give me a bit of a gap in here. But overall it looks really good. So alright, I'm gonna get rocking here. Be patient. Alright, getting there, getting tighter. Just trying to be careful here, that's all. You're gonna get some distortion, but it can be dollied out. Just about done grinding, guys. Give that a quick blow here because it's getting a little warm. A couple dents in here. You don't even see this, there's a molding. Still got to be done right. You can see I'm just trying to hit the top of the weld till it's almost level. Then I'll flatten out my disc here just to blend it in. There we go. We'll have a little bit of dollying, but nothing really too serious. All right. As is it. Thank God that part's done. All right, guys, I'm back here and things are hopping along. As you can see, I got these pieces in place. Well, this one's actually welded. I just finished fitting this one here, tacked up, and then I'm going to have to deal with this mess over here and here. So Originally, this piece here was sandwiched in between here and the inside, but I can't do it that way because if I got to start taking this stuff apart, yeah, as you can see the condition it's in, so I don't want to get too far into that. Same with here. So what I'm doing will be good. What I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to make another piece that'll go in here and up and bring it all the way down and up and around here, and then I'll have to probably fill this in with some filler rod, and then that'll reinforce that part there. Yeah, and that's about it, because originally there's only this skin here. It's just, it usually goes in between here. It gets sandwiched inside here. Like I say, I can't really do that. Yeah, so I think I don't know, I'll figure something out anyways. But it looks pretty good here. I got my little crowns, because this kind of crowns inwards a bit here. Got to make sure it's right for the panel when I put the inside of the roof panel on the inside here. So that's coming around, and then all I got left is that to deal with, and then hopefully I can just finish cleaning this stuff up and then start putting the inside of this roof on here. Yeah, and then that still won't be done, because on the roof inside, as you can see over here, if you can see here, where am I here? Ah, stupid fat fingers. You can see anyways, over there, the roof doesn't, inside of the roof doesn't come down to the seam right here that you see. I'm going to have to make a little piece to go in there. And everything is, I don't know why, they're epoxied on the insides there. Alright, so something I forgot to mention is, even if you didn't have to do any rust repair, let's say, to have to pull this panel off, you'd still have rust that would be left in behind there, just in case somebody's wondering. And so you would never get it out unless you actually dip this, you know, it doesn't matter what you're working on. If it's trapped in there, it's trapped, right? The only reason that you can see it here is because I removed this panel here that I'm actually going to start to fit up here right away. So that's why I kind of did it the way I did it. It really doesn't matter. This will be protected for a really, really long time. And like I said before, it's not ideal, but sometimes, you know, sometimes you have to do it this way. So anyway, so it's all done and it's dry now. So I'm going to start fitting up this back panel here, and see, like, once the panel's on, it comes up to here, and then I'll actually sand all this stuff down nicely after. But I still got some welding to do. Apparently I got to relocate the gas pedal. I got to do a hole for the stereo. You know, so there's a few things to do yet before a guy even starts to think about doing any kind of painting in here. And I'm going to start to fit up some panels, doors. I'm going to get the doors on, make sure everything fits the way it's supposed to. So yeah, there's a little bit of a process here to do yet. And then I noticed the top of this cowling here is sagging down right here. As you can see this side is curved and this side sags. So obviously there's some schmeebing going on in here. I'll probably have to take care of that. So here we go. I got the panel. The roof is, I went around the edge here. Remember I was telling you I'd have to take a little bit off. Well, the sides were okay, but I did front and back and the corners here. I probably took, probably works out to be overall about 1/8 of an inch front and back. So, like, combined. I probably took a 1/16 off on each side. So, just to get it to fit in there without having to force it. Because it was, you know, a little bit of pressure. I could have got it in there, but I don't want to be forcing it. So this should be, I might have to, you know, persuade it a little bit, but not like before. So that's done. I just got to drill holes for the spot welds, and here's the other panel here. So I'm gonna get this ready here. I gotta dolly the edge, make sure the edge at the back of the window opening is nice and flat. And then I'm gonna get this in place here, and then we can start get this thing welded up. All right, guys. So hold on here. I'm gonna set you up. All right, get in here. Tighten these up. This side doesn't want to cooperate here. Ah! Maybe I just got to get it to a lot more here. That's the problem. Oh, Jesus! You sap sucker! We're close. But not quite. I'm gonna have to go get my mallet. I'm gonna go get a bigger hammer. For Pete's sake. Close. The lip's too big. Same with this side. Let's see. Yeah, lip too big. Not bad, I guess. That might be too high right here, eh? Just a tad. As you can see, it's sticking out here a bit here, eh? Let's see here. Yeah, no sticky out over there. I think I gotta push it that way to this side of here. But actually, I wonder if, yeah, I think I do. I think I do. Let's see, get this panel in, and then get the other inner roof skin on here, and then we're going to be in motion here. Not too back. And then it's going to start looking like a cabin here again. All right, I'm gonna, let's see here, I'm gonna let you guys go here just for a second. All right, I got that back panel in. As you can see, kind of just sitting there, but I'm gonna put set the roof skin in place. That's gonna suck by myself, but I just want to make sure it's gonna line up from the top edge right here and to the top of the frame properly. Otherwise I might have a problem. Now, I don't know. That's the thing, I'm not even sure if this is gonna even go in here with that panel on there like that. It's possible that I might have to set this in first and then put the back panel in. I don't know. Ah! For Pete's sake. Like, what's going on with this thing? Pretty soon I'm gonna fall down here. Alright. Let's have a look-see. It was hard enough getting this on without that piece. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, oh yeah, I can tell already. Is it in? Nope. That would have been way too easy. That would have been too easy. Yeah. That's what I figured. We're on an angle more maybe? Let's see. Oh, like this. Oh, I think I found the tricky. I found the tricky here. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Okay. Oh. I tell you, this rotisserie, I'm gonna need a. Come on, get in there! Get in there! There we go. Just in case. Just in case. My head's got enough bruises. There we go. One step at a time, eh? Hello. I feel like I'm at the fair. You sap sucker. Shit. Holy smolies. I gotta get the back lip in there. Yeah, gotta get the lip in there. Oh, there we go. Just not wanting to cooperate here. It's like you're trying to maneuver 6 different sides here at the same time. There we go. And see here, well, this isn't quite in place here, obviously. But see, I was talking about this in another video here. I'm going to have to make a little piece here. Same with the other side. Well, the other side, the roof ain't high enough there. So the gap looks not as big, but yeah. So that'll be another thing a guy's got to do after the fact. But overall, like see here, once this is all clamped together, yeah, so it's getting there, it's getting there. Ouch! All right, let's see here, this is where I bent it here a little bit, but that's okay, I can dolly that over, no biggie. I can figure it out, I think. Alright, so I'm going to leave it at that temporarily here, and we'll be back here once I start spot welding or something, because otherwise it's going to get boring for you guys. Alright. Talk to you guys in a bit. Okie dokie, I'm back. Alright, I'm starting to weld up the back panel here for the back glass. You can see I've got a few spot welds here in place. So hopefully it's in the right position. Anyways, just, I don't know if it's a tip or this is how I do things here usually, but see how there's already existing holes here, and there's a little bit of a, this was a little bit of a rust right here. I'll have to fill that in. And there was one over here too that I gotta have to grind this a bit and kind of use a little filler rod in here. Anyways, yeah, I use the existing holes, and I'll use a 3/16 bit. Just burrow into the, I don't go through it, I just kind of clean the epoxy off the backside, because there's epoxy on both sides in between. So yeah, it's going to burn, but it'll just burn right around the spot weld, and they're still going to be protected in between. And that's why I don't like cleaning the steel. I kind of like doing it. Takes a, you know, a little bit more thinking. Sometimes it takes a little longer, but you know, you got to try and protect these things as much as you can, because it costs a lot of money, you know. So anyways, I'll set you up here, and let's get going here. I'll just do this a bit, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Kind of like that. That's all it needs. The holes are already made. Why make new ones? Oh, turn you around here again. See? I mean, it looks way more magnified in a picture, but you can see all I did was basically just started to put a little divot in the back part of the panel there, and it cleans off the epoxy, and then you can hit it with some heat and burn that in, and then you don't have too big of a hole, which actually the spot welds on here were really small to begin with. So yeah, there it is. See? There must have been a little contamination, or still some rust here, or maybe some of the acid on the back. See when you get a little dimple like this coming out? That's another thing. See when it does this here? See how it pops out like a little nipple thing here? Well, that's just contamination on the other side or in between, or probably something like this here. See, a little bit of rust here happening. Could be some of that going on in there, but usually if it's clean, like see, I've done these like that. See, these are nice, see? They're all nice. So sometimes this will happen here, you know, there's some kind of contamination on the other side. It happens. No need to get excited. All right. Keep on going here. Keep on going. Usually I just crush it where the spot weld's going to be to make sure it's tight together. Ah, see? Contamination. You can't win them all. Now I gotta piss around. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. We have to grind that off and then start that one again. This one I'm gonna have a problem too. It's gonna be the same on this one, I can tell already. Because there's rust. Yeah, oh yeah. There's rust. There's a little bit easier on that one, eh? Yeah. Oh, there's mud up here. Alright, so I got some of this stuff ground here, but you can see what I mean. Got a bit of a problem here because this is so rusty on the bottom side. It's really thin. It just blows in right away. So I gotta see, this is actually a rust hole right here that was covered up with Bondo. Same with some of the stuff here. So I'm gonna just go in here and fill this up with a little rod, because I'll never be able to fill that up here just with the gun. So a little bit of filler rod required. Same with here, a little bit thin in here, see, around here, just so you can see the rust here on the edge. So yeah, it's a little thin. The things that guys got to deal with, eh? So I'm going to try and get that welded up here. Probably going to say a few swears, if that's okay with you guys. Really got to push the it ain't pretty, but I kind of got it here. It's not burning through yet, but I just wanted to get the corner kind of where it needs. So I'll take the little wheel here, get that out, and then I'm going to make another pass in here, and hopefully it doesn't blow through. Alright, so I'm going to leave it at that. I'll be back in a bit, guys. I'm back. I'll tell you what, this thing's been a struggle today. This frame here, super thin. Super thin. Had to go over it, weld it, grind it, over it, and grind it. And it's just non-stop. It's, yeah, hasn't been fun to say the least. Anyway, so I'm getting this stuff ground off here. Just about at that point where I was going to rip this sucker off. Tired of fighting with these airlines and hoses today, too. I think it's one of those days. Kind of hoping to have the inside of the roof welded today and everything ground with this, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. One over there somewhere I got to touch up. And yeah, so I guess the next thing now is coming around and welding this up here, and then I'll be able to tighten that up on the roof there and start welding all those up and down that side over there, over here, and then grind up the inside here. I might have to do a touch up there too, I don't know yet, but we will see. And grind all those under there. There's not a lot of grinding here, it's just the whatever's come through a little bit there. So yeah, just keep on welding a spot welds. And I look like a frickin' meth head here with all the burns and stuff on my arms here. I tell ya. Yeah, this back window opening was slightly frustrating. Alright guys, I'm gonna go have something to eat here if you don't mind. Alright, talk to you guys later. Let's see what we got here. Just about blew a hole. Just about. Close, but no cigarri. It's because the lip is a little narrower here. Stuff, let me tell you. Oh, in my foot. Damn spark. I should be calling it quits, but it's gotta try and get stuff done. You know? Gotta get stuff done. Move this. Yeah, that'll be it after this for tonight. Get the roof, inside of the roof done. Well, probably both sides actually. So that's it. Another side done. Yeah, there's some mud up in here. But see, tomorrow I gotta come along here. See, that's why I put the tape on there before. See, didn't want to have to worry about cleaning all that stuff. So, and then I gotta find something to put on here, some kind of little bit of a matting like I used to have, or maybe I'll spray some of that sound deadener on there before I put the other skin on there. Maybe a couple blocks of foam too. So that's it for tonight, guys. I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm gonna go clean up and relax for the rest of what's left of the night. All right, guys, talk to you later. Share, like, and subscribe, eh?